Hi again, everyone. This video is sponsored by contribution from Claudia, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. It's Claudia again. I wrote to you about the friend who mocked a teen girl, and you responded in the video. Just because you stick your head in the sand doesn't mean the narc abuse isn't happening. I should have made it clearer in my letter that my head was not entirely in the sand. I let this friendship go on for as long as I did because I wanted to study this lunatic up close as a template for what to look out for in the future. I won't be doing anything like that again. It's too risky emotionally. The woman I wrote about is a hoarder who had a filthy apartment crammed with junk. Her husband is physically sick and she is maintaining him in a horrible environment. I wouldn't be surprised if she was the one making him sick by the environment. I've talked about hoarding in the past. To me, hoarders, my opinion, hoarders are narcissists. Actually, most hoarders are borderline personality disordered because it's all the hoarding isn't about the stuff. It isn't even about them. It's about controlling everybody else's life around them. It's a me type of narcissist. They don't even have air. The apartment windows are nailed shut. The husband is like her, another hoarder of sound mind, so I don't feel obligated to report her situation to Adult Protective Services. She has a path clear so he can be taken out by ambulance. I suspect she is slick enough to stay on the right side of the law. Well, if it's hoarded, it's still a fire hazard. Whether or not there's a path or not is besides the point. And you also got to consider, being that it's an apartment, okay? Hoarded out places are tinder boxes. They go up like that in the fire. They not only put themselves at risk, they're putting everybody in that building at risk. She only let me see the apartment once. She became hostile towards me immediately after that because she knew she wasn't perfect. She was caught. Her dirty little secret was out there. So that's why she flipped on you at that point. I don't think she likes having me out there with this knowledge. Exactly what I said. I did once tolerate a hoarder next door to me, and my kids and I were living in a city apartment during a separation from my husband. I should have called the fire department right away, but I kept getting crippled with guilt over hurting the neighbor who was collecting junk when I should have taken action. I have since reconciled my marriage, so we are out of the situation living next door to this mental case. Please don't yell at me. I fully understand why I was wrong to let this go. I am learning as I go, becoming more protective with every narc-free day. I did talk to co-op board members about hoarding neighbors in general. They told me that hoarders are hard to move against legally. Please tell me what you know about this topic. What authorities should one notify if one encounters a hoarder who is presenting a danger to those around them in a city apartment building? Also, what conditions have to be present for authorities to take action? I remember seeing your video about having your grandmother put in a care facility. You seem to know how to take action when narcissistic adults are incompetent beyond just calling CPS and police. Thank you. Okay, yeah, this is something I've had some experience with. I've had others experience with. If it's an apartment building, any city code official, building official, the building department, the city manager's office, the fire department, specifically the fire inspector. Okay, the city should be in there. Okay, also, if your city has any type of apartment rights type of coalitions, renters rights type of coalition, said it was a co-op, all because that all puts the whole building in danger. Now, your co-op board members don't want problems. Okay, and depending on who the hoarder is, if the hoarder has some kind of status in the building, if they're on the co-op board, if there's all types of politics, and they all lie. They all lie. If something's a fire hazard, if something's a building hazard, I don't care what the co-op board says, the city will come in and make them fix it. And make them fix it. Okay? Other than adult services, if they're not above I think 65, I don't know if they'll respond or not. I don't think so. But as far as other hoarders, if you have this situation, you call the city, you call the town you're in, you call the building inspector, okay? Because those hoarded out places rot out quick because everything in there is rotting. The floorboards, the foundations, even in an apartment building, it can get into the structure of the walls and the animals, and I don't know what's in there. If it's a fire hazard, that's a problem. If there isn't at least 18 inches to 24 inches of clearance between the hoard and the ceiling, that's a problem. Especially in a building that doesn't have sprinklers inside. Okay, does your building have? If not, that's even an more added one. If it does, then every one of those sprinkler heads needs to be clear. Okay, your co-op board is lying to you. Your co-op board is lying to you because they don't want trouble. They don't want to go through the bad. I wouldn't even say publicity because it's not necessarily going to be in the news. But seeing people get thrown out, that talk around the building, that's worse than it being in the paper. These co-op boards have an image to uphold, and they don't want to deal with hoarders, okay, if they don't have to. Anything that makes them look bad. So, yeah, you call the city agent, and no, you don't have guilt because narcissistic hoarders put everybody in danger. They put you, your family, whether you're living with them or not. They put everybody in danger, and they need to be reported. So, and I've talked about this in other hoarding videos as well. Because you're going to send the city in there, and they're going to lie, and they're going to manipulate to get that dead eye. Like those hoarding shows I used to watch, I used to just lose my mind because these people are borderlines. They are borderlines. And you can see the supply they get. You can see the supply they get at all these people. Just, can we throw this out? Can we throw? It's all control. And the only way you gain any type of sanity in that is you got to send in, unfortunately, city agents who don't really care about their lies and the manipulations. They only care about the facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. And that's what you have to do. Because there should be no guilt. Because they're putting you at risk as well. So, thank you so much for your contribution and thank you for your question. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, or you'd like to set up a private email, a private video, a private Skype chat, or a phone call, you know what to do with the PayPal and the email links in the description box. And make sure you reserve those Skypes and phone calls early because they do fill up. So I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to receive all notifications on my video. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.